Yeah, but very warm good afternoon to you, both in terms of the emotion and the weather. So I'm going to share with you this afternoon in the next 25 minutes or so what the data science and analytics major is all about. Okay, what are some of the features of the program that distinguishes itself from other competitors, perhaps? And of course, you are here because you already hold an offer to the humanities and sciences course in NUS. The many majors possible within this course, okay, one of which, of course, is the DSA major. So whichever major you choose to do eventually, I wish you good luck. Important point being, do accept the offer to humanities and sciences. If you haven't done it already, do it now. All right, so let's start. Okay. The program is data science and analytics. So central to it, of course, is data. And data trends are suggesting that as a human race, we're generating way more data these days than we can consume. Okay, consume in the sense of making sense of what the data means, what pattern is in it. Okay, what can we do with these patterns? Okay, presumably to make more money, to improve productivity and whatnot. So, okay, thanks. Yeah. And you may have heard of this term, Internet of Things. So not only are we generating as a human race a lot of data, this amount daily, okay, with many, many zeros, there are also devices, okay, that are interconnected on the internet that actually collect data and analyze or even share data among themselves to make simple decisions. So this is the Internet of Things. And it's enabling such things as smart traffic management, environmental monitoring, predictive maintenance, logistic and fleet management. So we're able to do things like these in ways that were not able before. And central to data science and analytics are several somewhat more recent developments, okay, some of which are listed up here. We have like high frequency trading, risk management. These are applications in finance and insurance. And you have consumer intelligence and recommender systems. These are in retail, personalized medicine, genome-wide association studies. These are in medicine and health. And of course, central to Singapore, we have the Smart Nation initiative. All right, so this one over here. Okay, so what I'm trying to say here is there's many opportunities to work with data. And as a result, a lot of career options. There's interference. Don't know where that's coming from. Okay. So in terms of how we design the curriculum, we think of data science as interdisciplinary. It's about processes and systems that will help us extract knowledge or insights from data in various forms. And it will make use of techniques and theories drawn from three main areas: computer science, mathematics, and statistics. And what data scientists are able to do is to apply analytical tools and techniques to data to solve complex problems and derive actionable insights. So I won't go through what these gentlemen do. You have attended previous talks online where I was a talking head. You would have seen this before. I won't go into details. So how did we design the program then? So this is the data science and analytics major program. It is one of the majors in CHS, and students who major in data science and analytics will eventually, upon graduation, receive the Bachelor of Science with honors degree. Okay, this program is jointly offered by two departments: my department, Statistics and Data Science, and the Math department in the Faculty of Science. And within this program, students have the option to specialize. We have two specializations. One is operations research, and the other one is statistical methodology. So the program objectives is the following. It helps to equip our students with analytical tools and techniques to resolve complex data scientific problems in various sectors and domains. And we also equip them with skills to communicate insights gained using visualization tools. It's getting warm. So if you don't mind, I'm 3 meters apart. Okay, so when the program came about in 2016, it was the first one. And our graduates have enjoyed a competitive edge in the job market since graduation. We have had 2 cohorts gone out, and the 3rd one will be going out this June. So what did we try to fit into the curriculum then? We actually intentionally designed the curriculum to have sufficient technical depth, as well as a breadth of domain-specific knowledge. And in the curriculum, it's again intentional. There are several industry-linked modules and projects. And you may see here, some people get scared with technical depth, but there's a reason for doing so. Technical depth allows our graduates to develop novel tools for applications and problems that will emerge in the future. We don't know what's going to happen in the future, but if your foundation is good, your technical skills are good, you can always go back to the drawing board and find solutions to new problems. So the curriculum attempts to combine hard skills and soft skills. Hard skills are what you pick up with us in a university. Soft skills you pick up perhaps through interaction with guest lecturers, through internships, and there are also industry relevant modules that we have within the curriculum that allows you to pick up skills in problem solving, in storytelling, in collaboration, and communication. Okay, very briefly, the program structure. If you have attended, I think the talk this morning, you would have already seen the curriculum structure for all the majors in CHS. So there is a common curriculum comprising 13 modules. Okay, these are respectively artificial intelligence, communities and engagements, data literacy, digital literacy, design thinking, writing, Asian studies, humanities, social studies, or I think social sciences, scientific inquiry 1, scientific inquiry 2, and 2 interdisciplinary modules, 13 of them. Students who major in data science and analytics fulfill the data literacy requirements through the gateway module. So we strike this off, it double counts. So effectively 48 modular credits. Okay, within a major, the requirement is 60 modular credits, 52 are essential, 8 are electives. Okay, which means that for the program which requires the completion of at least 160 MCs, there's a balance of 52. Okay, these are what we call unrestricted elective modules or free electives. You can do anything you want with it. Okay, many students would use these unrestricted electives to maybe read a specialization or 2. We have 2 within the program. To do internships, to read a minor, or to even read a second major. Minors are 20 MCs each. Second majors are 40 MCs. Specializations are 20 MCs as well. So you can use your 52 MCs in whichever way you want, subject to a few conditions. All right. It's a joke I've said many times, or a story I've told many times before, but since it's a new audience, I can always recycle it. There are actually students who go and read a whole series of language modules using their UEMs, okay? And one of the most common languages we actually saw is the Korean language. And we asked students why they did it, okay? What was driving them to read an entire sequence, I think, of 3 or 4 Korean language modules. And the response was actually quite innocent. They wanted to be able to watch Korean dramas without reading the subtitles because it's distracting. You want to be watching the beautiful men and women on screen and not have to look at the subtitles. So do whatever you want with this space. Your interests, your aspirations, that's a space to fill it up. Okay, these are things we can talk about later on outside at the booth if you have questions. I won't go through these. Okay, I want to talk about experiential learning next. So you have prescribed modules, 60 MCs for the major. You have the common curriculum, effectively 48 MCs. But beyond classroom modules, so taught modules, there are opportunities for you to do things that are somewhat more real life, okay, or develops you personally. So within the DSA major, there are opportunities for the cooperative education pathway. You can participate in internships, okay, for the entire program. The department has a data analytics consulting center, which brings in projects. Students can work on them. Student exchange should be returning pretty soon, okay? It should be in full swing by the time you get to year 3. So you can participate in that. And within the data science curriculum, we have a series of sense-making modules, okay, which I'll talk about shortly. So these are experiential learning opportunities that complement classroom or coursework modules. So the co-op option allows students to spend an extensive amount of time on internship, okay? I tend to call this internships on steroid because it's many semesters of internships. We are currently redesigning this due to the CHS curriculum, but you can expect to be able to spend 12 months, okay, a stretch of 12 months on an internship, okay? And it appeals to certain people because you do make money during internships, okay? And some employers actually pay quite a bit of money. But I think what's also important is the fact that you can pick up skills, knowledge, and expertise at the workplace, which I've shown earlier would fall here. Okay, so it complements what you have already learned in the classroom, in your coursework. So it's a good opportunity to take advantage of. Okay, these are past co-op options, co-op partners, and you can see that it's really quite a mixed bag. Okay, there are employers from different sectors, public and private. Okay, we have, for example, manufacturing, chip manufacturers like this. We have banks. We have multi-industry companies, and so on, okay? There are also internships. This is under UPIP, the Undergraduate Professional Internship Program in the Faculty of Science. If you participate in UPIP for the regular semester, it's 12 modular credits. If you do it during a special term, it's 4 modular credits. And again, these are some partners, okay, with which our students have, participated in internships. And we have an in-house consulting center. The idea is actually to bring in consulting projects, but that benefits the students as well because the students get to work on these projects under the guidance of the consulting center staff. And so students gain practical experience, okay, and expertise in formulating data-driven solutions for real-world business problems. So you can see here, it's important that you learn all the technical stuff, but you also need to be able to apply them to real problems and actually find solutions that are relevant to the business, to the organization, and so on. And this is the data science sense-making module that I said earlier. You can think of it as hackathons in the classroom. So what we do is we regularly bring or partner with companies and organizations to bring certain scenarios, real-world scenarios from these companies and organizations into the classroom. So these companies provide the scenario, they provide the data, and what our students do is they actually look at the scenario, formulate interesting questions that are relevant to the organization. Then they go ahead and solve it using the data. Okay, so the benefit to our students is that they get to work on real world data and they learn how to formulate questions that are relevant. The benefit to the organizations is they get many pairs of hands to work on the data simultaneously, which I think most organizations will not have, okay, the luxury to enjoy. So this is something that's interesting. And we have partnered, we have done several sectors already. This one I show up here is with the maritime company, DNVGL. But we have also done one on commerce with Castlereagh. We have done one on looking at some annual reports, okay, from stock exchanges to look at ESG policy. We have done one on health and medicine, okay, genomics, as well as hospital operations. And we have done one, I think, recently with GovTech, where we look at some computer vision. So several things are possible in this suite of modules. Okay, career prospects, of course, is something that you would think about as well. If you major in data science analytics, after you graduate, what can you do? So you can do essentially anything, okay, data related, and in various sectors as well. So I've listed a few here. These are actual employers of students who have graduated in the last 2 years, okay? So even with COVID in full swing, I guess we are lucky enough to have our graduates achieve essentially full employment, okay, in the last 2 years. And this data is available out there. If you Google the Graduate Employment Survey, okay, there's one done in November each year. So students graduate in June. They would do the survey in November, I think. And then the results will be released, I think, the following March or so. So do take a look at that. The employment prospects are very healthy. Our graduates essentially all got full-time employment. And if you look at the salary numbers, they're also pretty good. And I think last year, the gross median salary is about $5,000. So it's pretty healthy. Okay, so I think I'll leave time for some questions. Okay, and so there are a few things to focus on here. If you didn't manage to ask a question today or didn't manage to get answers today, please feel free to email us. Okay, we have a manager for our programs. She's Miss Paris Cole. So email her. She will direct your questions to the relevant people who can answer them. I've intentionally titled the talk, Making Better Decisions with Data Science Analytics. Okay, we hope we have provided you with information, sufficient information to seriously think about majoring in data science analytics, but more importantly, DSA falls under the Humanities and Sciences course. We hope that if you have already done so, you will really seriously think about accepting the offer. So we hope to see most, if not all of you, this August, or if you are still doing NS, the next August, or the following August. All right, so thank you. All right, I'll take questions now.